What's going on, everybody? My name's Baylouny. I'm a physical therapist and private practice owner in New York City. My practice is called Physio RX. I've been full-time in my practice for about 3, maybe 4 months now. And I'm here to talk about the Cash Practice Mastermind group with Dave Kittle and Ron Miller. So I have a few questions to go through here, talking about my experience with the Cash Practice Mastermind. So first question is, what was the main reason you signed up for the Cash Practice Mastermind? So the reason why I signed up with Dave and Ron is because I knew there was something missing in my processes and my sales, my infrastructure. I kind of knew what I didn't know, and I knew that I needed to seek out a little bit of help with that from some guys who have done it before. Ron's got his own successful cash practice down in Florida. Dave's running a cash practice here in New York City also. So I knew they had a lot to bring to the table, and so that's really the main reason why I signed up. Some of the reservations I had while deciding to sign up were just spending the money, really, and that's a really common barrier, especially as a new practice owner. You want to keep overhead low, and a lot of people will tell you to watch out where you spend your money. So once I got over that, I obviously joined, and it was well worth it. In my opinion, it's totally worth it to spend money on some mentorship. This just cuts the learning curve down tremendously. So that was the main barrier, but was totally worth it in the end. So what made me decide to sign up for the Cash Practice Mastermind? Pretty much what I said earlier. I knew that there was something I was missing. I knew I was not closing on as many leads. I knew that my price point, my rates were much lower than I knew they should be. I wanted the confidence and to learn the processes on how to say that number confidently. Learn different sales strategies and things like that. So the main reason why I joined, if I had to really choose, was closing on leads and getting the price that I wanted. So what was the biggest difference the mastermind has made for me? The sales. I kind of came into it knowing what I wasn't good at, and I definitely found my answers. So my rates are much higher than they were at the beginning, and they're still climbing. I was just talking to Dave before we went live here. I'm converting about 70% of my leads right now, which was significantly higher than before. So that's been huge. That's definitely the biggest difference there. What would I say to recommend the Cash Practice Mastermind to someone else? I'd say 100% go for it. You're going to get something out of it. It's going to be worth it. Dave and Ron will cover everything from the initial phone call to sales strategies to how to price. They even bring in some technology like Google AdWords, Instagram strategy. They'll cover it all. So if there's a few things that you're just not good at or you're not utilizing, I'm sure you'll definitely find it by joining the group. What does the Cash Practice Mastermind offer that you can't get anywhere else? I think that Dave and Ron bring different things to the table. Ron's had his practice for years. He's hiring other cash PTs. So he's kind of got that infrastructure and knows how to run a business. While Dave's bringing different aspects of technology and sales in. We're learning everything from how to speak on the phone to prospective patients, to how to write copy, and how to create a landing page. So it definitely gets everything from A to Z. So it's really a great all-around package to join the group. What problem was I having that attracted me to the Cash Practice Mastermind? Again, I just knew that something was missing. I knew that I was trying really hard. I was going around marketing, obviously trying hard to get patients, but something was off. I wasn't closing on these leads. Maybe I wasn't saying something right, or maybe the way I was presenting the offer wasn't right or appealing. My marketing has totally changed, also with the way I write things out. My biggest problem was definitely the sales thing, which I'm sure is common with PTs. We're not really trained how to sell. So that's been huge. Who would I recommend the Cash Practice Mastermind to? So really anyone in private practice. If you feel like something's missing, if you feel like you're not there yet, if you feel like you're not at that level that you want to be, you really can't lose by joining up with these guys and learning a whole lot. What part of the Cash Practice Mastermind do I find valuable? It's hard to pick one thing. Like I said, we're learning everything from how to answer the phone to how to phrase your emails to how to do Google AdWords, how to use Instagram the right way and make money off Instagram. So what part do I find valuable? Very tough to pick one thing. The sales call with Dave was awesome. That definitely flipped my mindset. We had a phone call and went through how to talk to a patient on the phone. And since then, I've been closing much more just from one session of just getting a little bit of practice in. So tough to pick one thing, but everything's been really great. Is the Cash Practice Mastermind worth the investment? Absolutely, without a doubt. You spend a little bit of money, you get so much more back. You'll definitely make your money back and more. The value that these guys are bringing is well worth it. Like I said before, nothing wrong with spending money on a little bit of mentorship. It's actually smart to spend money on some mentorship. So, if you're having any reservations about it, you will make your money back and more. I know I definitely have. Leading into the next question, what type of return on investment have you gotten from the Cash Practice Mastermind? The money I've spent with these guys, I've made back so quickly. I've learned how to raise my rates. That alone is worth it. My rates are $70 more than they were from just 3 months ago per visit. I'm converting on a way higher percentage of leads than I was before. I've even used Ron's Instagram strategy and sold, about $2,000 worth of cash packages off of leads on Instagram. So I'm, learning how to use that the right way. So my return on investment, forget it. I've met it and much, much more. I've learned how to phrase my website in a different way to speak to the patient who's visiting the page, learn how to write copy the right way that makes it more appealing to the patient. So, the investment, well worth it. I've made much more than my money back. If you had not signed up for the Cash Practice Mastermind, where do you think your practice would be right now? I'd probably be, where I was just a few months ago. Would I have improved? Sure, just from messing up and learning from my mistakes. But this cuts the learning curve down so much. I'd probably still be struggling with my confidence and raising my rates and selling what I have to offer. I'd probably, like I said, be closing on far fewer leads or prospective patients that are interested. I basically wouldn't have as many patients per week, wouldn't be making, as much money, and I wouldn't be able to help as many people. We can't forget about that. I've been able to help so many more people just from presenting my PT in a different way. So, I'm definitely glad I joined. I've grown so much in these last few months in many ways. So highly recommend the Cash Practice Mastermind group with Dave and Ron.